Walking to the store. So, about almost 18 years ago, around June, I believe like June 23rd. I feel like it's the 18th or maybe the 23rd, but or the 25th, one of those numbers. Chris Benoit. I remember this day really well. Me, my brother, half brother, we were all. My brother, half brother, was finishing. He was graduating high school. He graduated high school. He was staying with us a little bit before he was going off to college. And he just graduated last year. But he was going off to college. And he was downstairs in the basement watching Monday Night Raw with us. We had first went to Fred's Water Ice stand out in West Philly on 54th and Chester Avenue. We went there first. And even though wrestling was beginning to suck, that year we still watched it. We still watched Raw. We didn't really care for SmackDown, but we did watch Raw. That's why I say the best years were 99 to about 2008. But we saw the Royal Rumble where Chris Benoit was eliminating the Big Show. And if you didn't know, fun fact, I was in attendance there at 9 years old. Just turned 9. That was a birthday gift. I was in attendance there, and I witnessed Chris Benoit come in at number 1, and he went through 30 men. And that was the greatest moment in history in wrestling. That's never been done before. But it's crazy how now it's erased from all of, the history of time. But Chris Benoit, his Royal Rumble victory was played on Raw, and the first thing that came to mind, because wrestlers were dying a lot at this time. When Eddie Guerrero died, they had a tribute for Eddie Guerrero, and we just was like, Chris Benoit isn't dead, is he? Because why are they playing his match against his Royal Rumble victory? Why are they playing that? Within the show, because like I said, there was no real social media back then, so the first thing we did, we didn't just go to our phones and look it up. We didn't rush to the computer for everything. We just waited until the show would tell us more. And then Vince, he came out in his character, and we were telling our half brother, we were like, yo, Vince McMahon is dead. What the fuck is he doing here? And he was all like, I don't know why I watch this shit, it's fake. And that's when I realized wrestling was fake. I didn't know it was fake. But we're like, what is Vince doing here? And they announced that Chris Benoit, his wife, and his 7-year-old son were dead. And me and my brother, the first thing that came to mind to us was, my brother said it was a gas leak. He probably died of smoke inhalation or a gas leak. We did not think this man murdered his entire family and took his own life. But that's what it was told, because it was announced on ECW the next day, the details of what happened. And we, like I said, no social media back then, so all this was told by word of mouth. I didn't watch ECW the next day, but I heard at camp that this girl was saying that he killed his 7-year-old son and his wife. And they were like, what? And like I said, they didn't mention him no more. And then eventually, when I got a little older, did research, I found out, he had CTE. He was on steroids. And he was going through a lot. Well, not according to New Jack. New Jack claims that he just snapped and he made a mistake and killed his wife, and he shouldn't be idolized. Here's the thing. I feel like we need to separate the character from the real life persona. Even though Hulk Hogan is a racist piece of shit, we should not just erase his wrestling accomplishments. Same thing with Ric Flair, I don't think Triple H is, I don't know if he's racist or not, but we should not erase someone's history because they did like a few bad things. Like O.J. Simpson, for example. As much as people may disagree with me on this, I don't feel like we should erase his accomplishments in the NFL versus, well, based on what he allegedly did. Let me do another part of this.